Basically, Fanatics came at us that they're setting up a marketplace, and not just PWCC, but an entire marketplace across the whole Fanatics platform.
My name is Jason. Welcome back to Professor Sports Cards. In today's episode, I finally tackle Burbank Sports Cards moving all of their cards from eBay over to Fanatics website. We go over Home Alone, Pokemon, Dawn Rust Kings. You're in for a ride. As always, we start every episode with a blurred out rookie card. Whose rookie card is this? It's rather rare. I thought I'd mix it up. At the end of the episode, we'll go over the price, the pop count, the chart, and everything in between. This is Rob Veras, the owner of Burbank Sports Cards. You're going to hear his name probably a lot more in the next few years. Burbank Sports Cards moving huge inventory to Fanatics Collect, working on a TV show pitch. That's interesting. So the news was, we'll just read it here, Burbank Sports Card owner announced Saturday at the National that his company will soon begin the process of moving 40 million cards, which made me just think, how many cards are listed on eBay? From its massive inventory to Fanatics Collect, formerly PWCC. Fanatics bought out PWCC as if they don't already own everything vertical as it is. I was going to save this for later, but that just jumped there. They make they have licenses for basically all the college and pro teams. So they make all the apparel. They now own Topps. They bought Topps. They as well as bought PWCC, which is one of the bigger auction sites for sports cards. Not only did they buy Topps, but with Topps, they now bought out the license to NFL and NBA. So Topps was only producing baseball cards. Fanatics came in and swiped the license from Panini, and more recently, they even took the license from Upper Deck for hockey. So now Upper Deck has nothing. They had hockey. That was their thing. They have a gambling, Fanatics betting and gaming. They're just going vertical as possible. This is Fanatics Collect. This is what he's moving his cards over to.
Basically, Fanatics came at us that they're setting up a marketplace, and not just PWCC, but an entire marketplace across the whole Fanatics platform. And they came at us first looking to see if we wanted to anchor something like that. And we needed to know more about it, what this would entail, where our cards would be. And of course, they were looking for some sort of exclusivity as well. And then I'm like, wait a second, we have our whole building on eBay and it's been very good to us. But the deeper we got into conversation, I started looking at it where, wow, this could be the ultimate game changer and the way to get out to the wider market, not just catering to the choir that we have on eBay, but actually going out into the sports ecosphere where those fans, I might be able to turn them into collectors, hence branding for Burbank, but most importantly, growing the hobby. And I thought this might be the way that we can actually 1.5, 3, possibly 5x the hobby.
And it does mention Veras marketing manager has strong ties to TV production, and the two are also looking to create and sell sports card collectibles based show focused on people in the hobby. So it looks like Ken Golden might have some competition here. If we move forward, there's a whole thread about it. Rob Veras has been bashing breakers for a while. Now he joins them. Not happy about this. I don't want to use another platform. I assume that's how most card collectors feel. How many do you need to go check and go to? eBay's so convenient. You have ComC, you have eBay, Sports Lots. I've never heard of Beckett Marketplace. There's many here he's not listing. I don't know what Fanatics Collect is, but I'm not using it. So I did go to the site. I'd never been there before. If we click, it does say even PWCC to help the marketing because that's well-known auction site for cards. And it does look user-friendly, maybe. I don't know. Upcoming auctions. We have these more expensive cards. I don't know. This is what he's moving over to. They're going to try to push this. And yes, it is another site you're going to have to go to or not have to go to. I continue to mainly just scroll eBay or ComC, and I bet you do too.
And the other thing too is we're going to be able to get into the team stores, which is to me, the holy grail of location.
He's a pretty well respected. He's definitely had his own way of doing things. He's been in the hobby a long time. He's expanded. I went to the card shop for the first time this summer. It's cool. I mean, it's just another card shop. It's overpriced, in my opinion. But most card shops are. They have to pay rent. They have to pay employees. They have to pay electricity. It's really hard to compete with eBay or online, and that's why he has so much of his product online. Boy, Kobe got his second statue of 3. The Los Angeles Lakers unveil statue of Kobe and daughter Gianna, the second of 3 statues to honor the Hall of Famer in downtown LA. I got to be honest, this one looks cleaner. I like this one more than the first one.
He came down the lane and dunked it so hard, and it was just like boom. And I don't remember hearing nothing else but boom. And then I heard, oh, wow.
Kobe Bryant can take over.
And I was like, man, I just got dunked on.
Just yesterday, we talked about the home run challenge cards, and someone posted 2 hours ago. I pulled an Aaron Judge home run challenge. Should I just try his next game? Any pointers or tips for easy games for him? And it's only 6 comments. He just hit one almost 500 feet today, unless you think he's going to hit one back-to-back. That means basically don't go again the next day. Who's he playing? I'm not sure. I mean, so that'd be where to look to start. Who's he playing? Who the pitchers are? My first thought is I looked up the ballparks that have had the most home runs hit in the past few years. I knew the Rockies Stadium. I'm actually surprised to see it's 9th. Diamondback Stadium also used to be a home run hitting ballpark. I don't know what I'm missing here, but they're all the way down to 29th in the past 2 years. So maybe I'm looking at something wrong, because I always thought, Arizona and Colorado by far had the most home runs hit. But according to this site, Baseball Savant MLB, I don't know. I'm looking at it right here. Great American Ballpark, 22 to 24, home runs, 126. So I would say I'd pick a top 10 ballpark or top 5 ballpark, and that's where I'd start to see where Aaron Judge would hit his next home run.
High drive, deep left center, going back low for Fido. Babe Ruth has company. See ya. His 16th first inning home run.
New to the group, thought I would show my favorite recent post. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, and some of my favorite movies I haven't seen in decades, but because it always comes on during Christmas, it's one that you watch recurring. It's a 1 of 1, which is pretty neat. Pulled a 1 of 1. However, below he says, there's different variants. So while it's a 1 of 1, there's like 8 different variants that are all different 1 of 1s. Cool card, but what a weak signature. Is it for sale? What did he say? Was it for sale? Yes. How much is the price? Open to offers. When new, they're selling for $500, $600. Most recent was $300 for a different version of the 101. So these are going for about $300. Few people dogging the auto. Let's take a look at the auto. Macaulay Culkin. You know me, if you've been watching this channel, I've discovered why these autographs look this way.
My room is still messed up, and I know why. Why, man? Yeah.
Want to keep throwing in Magic, Pokemon, or some other stuff besides sports. Keeps it fun. Loved Pokemon as a kid. I'm 35, so I was 10 years old when I got into Pokemon. I had binders full of first edition cards I threw away and sold in my teens. God, that's how I feel. I didn't have binders full, but I did have first edition Pokemon cards that I definitely didn't throw them away, but I gave them away. I had 3 that were kept inside of a book for decades. I sent them off to get graded. So, okay, you got kept 3 last year, and 2 came back as 9s. Maybe he kept more than 3, but he got 3 graded. The other a 5. I mean, that's pretty sweet. It's hard to get 9s with that first edition stuff. So congrats on that. I have a pretty awesome sports collection, but these 2 cards mean absolutely everything to me. Nostalgia does mean everything. Again, he was 10 years old. He says these mean everything to him. That's awesome. I'm going to say that wrong. I don't want to say it. Rhydon, first edition, cool looking card. Great shape to get a PSA 9. Rapidash. I think I said those right. That's a solid grade for having been inside a book for a decade. How were the edges after all that time? I mean, clearly they had to be good if they got a 9. I started getting Pokemon about 6 years ago with my daughter. It's been fun collecting them again. She has since bought 2 $20 slabs, has sent 1 in for grading. She has 1 more card waiting to grade 2. It's fun, and it's like being a kid again. So, yeah, and that's why Pokemon's not going anywhere. Who knew it would have legs like this? It kind of died out for a bit, but it's been running and hasn't stopped for a long time now. A lot of people collected these when they were younger. New to the game, I already know there'll be 30 laughs, a million smart-ass comments, but found these in a safe. The Griffey sells for 25 cents locally, and Bo is a common locally, but to the right collector, 10 cents. All the Donruss Diamond Kings are cool, which is true. I've got those two. Why is always have to be about the value? Great for the PC. So saying who cares about the value, it's good for the PC. I saw a funny one here. I don't see it anymore, but you just put them back in the safe, or they should stay there. It's funny. I love what is found in safes. We're a funny species. Good comment. Like it. You need to get a vault, bro. The art on these is fire. I do actually love the art on the Diamond Kings. No doubt. The Diamond Kings are classic cards. They're just not worth anything, and that's what a lot of the product today is heading for. What you do need is a 52 Mantle. All right, we're done with these comments. Just classic cards, though. Blake Snell threw a no-hitter recently for the Giants. Let's take a look at a couple pitches.
Double-digit strikeouts in back-to-back games for Snell. He went, no appeal needed. Strike 3, 11 Ks for Snell.
If at the beginning of the video you said John Cena, that's correct. This is his 2000 Fleer Royal Rumble rookie card of John Cena. You can barely tell. It's not the best picture in the world, but it happens to be his rookie card that works out sometimes with wrestling cards. You just never know who's going to pop. You never know what's their first card. The thing is, these are pretty rare. In a PSA 8, there's only 132, and it last sold for $76. A recent sale on July 28th of 2024. It's not a high pop count at all. If we move to a PSA 9, we're going to see probably the pop count go lower, relatively the same, 118 of them selling for $155. And I mean, he's iconic. He's an excellent, well-known wrestler for over 2 decades about now, and now he's moved into kind of the movie space or Hollywood space. There's only 13 in a PSA 10. This is pop count galore here. The demand is whatsoever. You can see the demand's average, or just people aren't going out. You know, PSA 9 is 118. If there was real high demand, you see this card spike so much. The pop guy, if you're a wrestling fan, you know, you're welcome. PSA 10, though, you can see the pop count's so low. It's scarce. There's only 13 of them. It doesn't go on sale very often. The last sale was the beginning of the year, January 1st, 2024, for $1,500. Hit the like button if you're enjoying these videos. It helps grow the channel, helps the algorithm. Subscribe if you have not, so you never miss a video. I make these Monday to Friday. As always, have a great day, and thank you for watching.
What up, everybody? This is Robert Ory, a.k.a. Big Shot Bob, and you're watching Professional Sports Cards. Hey, by the way, go buy my rookie card.